Madam Speaker, in this my maiden speech as an independent senator in the Parliament, I want to thank the President for appointing me to represent the interests of the people of this great Twin Island Republic of ours. And I want to assure the good people of this great nation that my only allegiance is to them and the progress of this blessed Twin Island Republic. Unlike my friend from Siparia, yes, you, who greeted me with such hostility when I came into the Parliament this morning. It is true, Eric Williams was my friend, but the difference between Eric, you and I is that I and Eric had the interests of this country at heart. And Madam Speaker, I wanted to go on the hands-on. I think, particularly a member from Siparia, we need to have a breathalyzer machine every time we come into this Parliament, test that member. You know why? Because I think they are filled with spirits that we don't know about. And only a breathalyzer machine will fix that. But to the matter at hand, because I'm professional, as a principal of a renowned institution of education, as we move forward towards implementing legislation for those with disabilities, I want to urge the government to bear in mind that implementing legislation is just the first step on a long journey towards providing education for all in the truest sense. Prime Minister? You see, we will be required to reorganize physical infrastructure and invest in human capital to successfully ensure that there are no longer voids between access and successful delivery of education to children with disabilities in schools across our country. Did you hear that, Sparia? Okay. You see, Madam Speaker, for too long, we've paid lip service to processes and systems, claiming that the Ministry of Education has this and it has that, and yet I cannot say with confidence, based on figures quoted here in Parliament by the Honourable Minister of Education in April of 2023, that we are truly managing and meeting the needs of those 7,773 students who were diagnosed with various disabilities, ranging from ADHD to borderline intellectual functioning, intellectual disability, visual, hearing, and speech impairment. Yes, and I feel some of you have some of these challenges in here. But anyway, maybe you weren't diagnosed in that time. Madam Speaker, I call on my friend who was appointed because of her maternal instincts. Yes, you. I call on you, the Honourable Minister of Education, in the next fiscal year, to provide a report with a comprehensive plan outlining a timeline for the implementation of systems and processes to assist those students with the management of their disabilities and support systems at schools across our country. Madam Speaker, after all, it was my good friend Eric Williams who said that the future of this great nation is in the book bags of our children. So are we going to take the future by the cojones, or are we just going to let it slip away? Thank you.
So a lot of time, children who are referred to ADHD do have secondary factors that tie into play. Sometimes it is only ADHD, but sometimes it's also comorbidities. And those that present like autism, sensory processing, and even some mental health stuff as well that comes up in terms of their isolation or, their depression or anxiety that ties into it. But the one we do see a lot would be that ADHD and autism. And it's always such a struggle because it's this internal conflict that these kiddos are having. Because on one end, with the autism and the ADHD, on one end, they want structure, they want routine, But on the other end, they're craving spontaneity, they're craving novelty, they love new things. And then on one end, they like to stick to a schedule. But then on the other end, they can't stick to a schedule. You know, on one end, they're focusing on something 100%, but then on the next end, they focus on too many things all at once.
ADHD is characterized by a pervasive pattern of inattention and hyperactivity with impulsivity. A diagnosis is important because then a person can get the services he or she needs in order to help manage the symptoms. So I'm going to start with children. For children, because there is a pervasive pattern of inattention and possibly restlessness, hyperactivity, impulse control challenges, there is the risk for school challenges. If a child is having difficulty at school, then there's the criticism that may ensue from both parents and from teachers. That could lead to classroom disruption, labeling. It could lead to family discord, estrangement at home. Then that could lead to, there's a risk for depression, mood. And then so you have depression, mood, family discord, school failure, and that then puts a child at risk for drugs or other deviant behaviors that could lead a person down the wrong path.
Audience, hello! It's me, Sunshine Hwinterbottom, renowned principal of an esteemed educational institution and now independent senator representing your interests. But anyway, I digress. We need your support at Cause and Effect. We want you, every time you view this content, to like it, share it, subscribe to our channels. Okay, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and we have a website, causeandeffect.co. And we want you to go to our website as well and press that donate button. Donate today, and help us to continue enlightening and educating the population about everything disability. I'll see you soon.